Hello friend, welcome back. So far we can only drop a piece on the bottom row. There's no way to get any piece to a row above the first row, okay? The bottom row, row 0. Because we hard-coded the dropAt method in our game engine here. Conn4Board, right? The dropAt, we hard-coded the row, right? The new piece, the dropped piece, we put it at 0. Okay, now let's talk about the algorithm. How can we handle that? Think about that. So say if there are already, for example, 3 pieces here, right? Then the next one has to be right on top of it. So for example, here row 0, 1, 2, right? The next one, the row should be row 3, right? On top of the bottom 3 existing pieces. Yeah. So what if someone tells us, like in the very column we cared about, how many existing pieces are there? If we know this information, right, it's very easy for the next step, right? For example, we know there are 3 pieces, right? 3 pieces on column 0. Of course, the new piece dropped will be right above it. Okay, let's create a function, a helper function for that. So number of pieces at column, yeah, this column, return what? Int, right? The count. Okay, this is easy, right? We just loop through all the pieces inside the pieces box. And if we find one, we accumulate. We sum them up, right? So var count equals, let's use put a data type there, 0, right? Then we'll return it. And in the middle, right? In the middle, we'll loop through all the pieces in pieces box, right? So if we find one, piece dot column equals the column we passed in, right? We cared about. Then count equals count plus 1, right? We increase the count by 1. Okay, how can we simplify this? This is exactly same as plus equal, right? Like that. Okay, done. It's that simple. Now let's go back to here. Let's remove this and let number of pieces at this column. So okay, so number of pieces equals number of pieces at column, yeah, like that. Now what can we do here? Plus 1. Is that simple? Let's test it. Okay, let's test it. dropAt. Now let's go to our test file here. Conn4 test description. Okay, let's create another. Oh, let's run this one. to bring up this. Okay, cool. So let's add an xct assert here before we continue. Xct assert. Assert what? Assert assert equal. Okay, so like the total number of pieces is 2, right? Connect board dot pieces box dot count, like that. That's true, right? We have 2 pieces, and before we drop 2 pieces, it should be 0, right? Like that. And we don't print. Okay, like that. Yes, it passed. And we can also xct assert, right? Assert equal what? Let's check is the color of first piece. Okay, so the color will be dot red, and the piece dot piece at column 3 is row 0, right? Dot dot player. Yeah, so the question mark is okay because it means there might be empty, right? It might be empty in that location. Let's try it. Oh, optional assert failed. What? It's nil. Column 3 row 0. This is nil. Okay, so let's add another one. Xct assert not nil. Okay, not nil. Board piece at row 0. Okay, now let's print out here to double check. Print our game board. Okay, we found an issue. Oh, no, we don't want to. Oh, we broke the code. You see? Yeah, because so did you see the problem? Originally is here, right? Okay, so now let's bring up. That's great. So let's open this file here. +1. Oh, I know why. It should be just because the row, right? The row should be exactly same as number of pieces, not +1. We don't need +1, right? So for example, it's empty. There's no here. Number of pieces at this column is 0. Now of course we need to put it 0, right, instead of 1. So if there's 1 pieces at this column, then it means we need to, right? So this is 1, and we'll put the new one, the new piece at row 1, right? Because the first row is 0. Okay, that's great. So it means, you see, the test case caught a bug, right? That's great. It's like a great tester. Now let's remove this and try it again. Great. So now visually we can check here, and programmatically we use this to guarantee, right? And now let's uncomment this one. Cool. So now let's move on to test like another dropping, right, over the existing piece. Okay, so function oh no, we don't need to use function, we can use test. This is easier. Test dropAt. Okay, oh, okay, I have a new idea. So better to rename this guy Conn4Test, to follow the naming convention. It should be like this guy. We are testing this struct. So make a copy of this guy here, copy, and here rename. Hold on, command key and click rename. So it's not Conn4Test. It's we are test this specific data type struct. Okay, rename. Now you see here it's not automatically modified. We can do that. Now this one we only need the right to test, because this all the test methods here, all the test methods is for this guy basically. Yeah, it's not that strictly constrained, but yeah, anyway. So test the dropAt, it means we are testing this method. Okay, so still we need to create an empty board right here like that, and we don't need to print here, but maybe it helps when we put here. Now it's empty. Let's run it. Okay, so try to drop our first piece here. We can just use this, right? Drop one, and let's move this to here to check the current image. Yeah, it's here, right? Now what if we drop a yellow one on over it? So instead of another new column, we just put this on the same column. Test again. Yes, you see, it works, right? And what if we add another red one here? Very good. Another one, right? It always works. Now let's replace our visual checking, use our human eyes with our XCD assert. Let's try this guy, copy, paste here. So on row, now this guy, let's try this guy, row 3, column 3. It should be a red piece here. That's great. Now we can try this, right, on our in our app. Okay, in our app. So here, for testing, instead of that, delete. We'll put our 4 pieces here and run it. Nice, right? It's exactly same as we saw on the test case, the printed out version of the board. Red, yellow, red, red. Cool. So let's make a commit. Like that. So we finished dropAt, right? Finished dropAt. Function in Conn4Board, right? So status clean, push. Now enjoy the latest code in our GitHub repository. Thank you for watching. See you next time.